Hi, so today we're going to talk about how to make candles, fake candles that appear to be melting and waxy. So today we're going to be using three things: an actual candle, hot glue gun, and some white hot glue sticks. Pretty simple process. All you need to do is make sure that your hot glue gun, if you have one, this is my Sure Bonder, is on a low setting, which is indicated right down here. White hot glue sticks and a candle. Now, these candles I purchased on Amazon. I think they came in a box of 10. I think I got them for about $19, 20 bucks, and they were shipped the next day. So we are going to make these candles drip, and it's going to look realistic. You can put them in front of tombstones. You can add them to your outdoor Halloween decorations to make everything just look a little bit more realistic. While making the drips, you want to pay attention to the curvature of the actual candle. It has high spots and low spots. So your drips are going to be longer or more pronounced on the low spots and less pronounced on the high spots. As indicated here with the candle that we've already done. Now you'll notice there's more wax coming off the low spot of the candle than there is on the high spots. It follows the curvature of the candle. With our hot glue gun set to a low setting, on an angle, not straight on, and holding the candle straight, what we're going to do is create a bead that starts from the bottom and work our way to the top. The reason I like to start from the bottom and work our way to the top is, see that little ball of glue right there? That looks more realistic than if you were to start at the bottom and work your way to start at the top, and work your way to the bottom, because it ends differently. There's a little ball there. And I'm going to make a couple different passes at different variations. And it doesn't matter how many variations you have. Different lengths, different sizes, doesn't matter if you're shaky. So we're going to do a couple passes. And then we're going to let that dry for about 10 minutes. And the key to making these things look more realistic is letting them dry and then adding layer upon layer, so that you have something that looks like this, where you have multiple layers of hot glue on top of the first layer at all different intervals. Now remember, all the products that we have will be in the description below. So today we're going to go over how to make your newly made candle with your white hot glue sticks look like a little bit more sooted and a little bit more vintage, right? Using a little bit of black paint and a simple little paintbrush. So what we do is a technique called dry brushing. So what that means is we take a little bit of paint, just a tiny little bit. We would wipe it onto a paper towel to make sure that pretty much everything comes off the paintbrush. And all you simply have to do is just paint. You don't want it going too heavy, and you don't want it going too light. And what I like to do is go from the bottom up, as you see here, because more soot ends up on the bottom than it does on the top of the drips. And you just cover everywhere. Cover the tops, Get that all sooty and just cover it everywhere. Any excess paint, you could just wipe away while it's still a little wet using your finger. And that's how we make a vintage candle. Now again, you can apply this as much as you want. You could be as liberal as you want to be with the paint. You're not going to mess up. You're not going to screw up. Again, these are going to be seen at night outside. I usually use these in front of my tombstones, in front of my graveyard. So again, it's going to look like this from a start. Show you one more time. A little bit of paint. We're going to dry brush it. And we're going to start from the bottom and work our way up. Now you'll notice on the actual candle with the hot glue, it leaves some strings. You can easily get rid of those either by pulling them, or you can easily get rid of them by using a heat gun, and it'll just shrink right up on you. Gives the drips a little bit more detail, a little bit more depth, and it gives it that realism that you're looking for. Now again, you see all the strings around here. That's perfectly acceptable. Again, this is going to be used in front of a tombstone, so you're not really going to notice crazy details, right? But you do want to get rid of the strings from the application. And that's pretty much it. And that is how you make a 3-pack of candles that look realistic. If you like this video and you want to follow, just hit that subscribe button. It helps us out more than you know. All right, guys, stay creepy.